It started innocently enough, with a late-night binge of my favorite horror podcast. I was curled up in bed, the soft glow of my phone illuminating the room as the host's voice filled the silence. The episode promised to explore eerie personal accounts, and I was all in. But as the stories unfolded, a chill crept up my spine. The tales felt strangely familiar, detailing events I had buried deep, incidents I'd never shared with anyone. How could they know about the airy black cat that stalked me during my morning jogs or the shadowy figure I glimpsed in my rearview mirror on a deserted road? I dismissed it as coincidence, a trick of the mind, until the third story began. The host described in vivid detail an encounter at a local fair, one that mirrored my own experience down to the exact carousel tune that played eerily in the background. My heart raced as I remembered the unsettling presence I had felt then, a cold gaze that seemed to follow me through the crowd. It was as if the podcast was peeling back layers of my life, exposing secrets I hadn't even acknowledged myself. Each word felt like a violation, a breach of the sanctuary I had built around my memories. Desperate for answers, I delved into the podcast's history, tracing its origins and the identity of its mysterious creator. My search led me to an abandoned social media profile, filled with cryptic posts and shadowy images of places I recognized all too well. The realization hit me like a punch to the gut: someone had been watching me, documenting my life, and weaving it into their sinister narrative. The podcast wasn't just entertainment, it was a twisted game, and I was the unwitting star. As I listened to the final story, the host's voice took on a new, chilling familiarity, echoing with the cadence of a voice I should have recognized sooner. In a heart-stopping moment of clarity, I realized the voice belonged to my estranged brother, a master of disguise and manipulation. His final words in the podcast were a taunting promise of a reunion, one that I knew would come at a terrible cost. The episode ended, leaving me in suffocating silence as I realized the sinister listener in the shadows had always been closer than I dared to imagine.